Hey everybody, welcome to this Xbox Life episode 507. This is the Holiday Rush 2018, the beginning of the rush. I'm Rob, your host with the show. Today is going to be a solo show. Just want to get some stuff discussed, and we'll kind of run through the rest of the show, kind of in the way that we've been doing over the past 10 years. And couple quick things before we get on with some of that stuff here. Just want to mention that you can listen to the show live on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube Sundays, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Mountain. I think I got all those right. And this is a show that's not affiliated with Microsoft or the Xbox in any way. The show's being done by fans for fans of the Microsoft Xbox. The views and opinions expressed on the show do not necessarily reflect those of Microsoft. So first off, just want to say again, this is a solo show today. Moving forward, I'm going to be making a couple of changes over the next couple of episodes. Take the show into a little bit of new territory. So a lot of the stuff's going to be sort of the same, still covering the Xbox and so forth, but probably won't get everything going up until January. We'll see. Things get kind of crazy with people's schedules around the holidays, and I'll see what happens. Hopefully want to get stuff rolling as quickly as possible, and we'll see. So just want to mention a couple of things. First of all, going to be adding some new hosts to the show, new hosts, I guess. And also, there's going to be a slight name change to the show. So we shall see what that is. There's a working title right now, but I don't want to mention anything until it's more firm. But anyway, let's get on with the show. To be continued. So lately, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. As I've mentioned the past couple of shows, Fortnite, Battle Royale, Save the World, primarily Save the World. That's been my jam. My son and I have been playing. I'm very, very hooked. Very hooked. I tend to like Save the World a little bit better, just because it's a little more interesting to me. And I know before you guys start saying, "Oh, Fortnite, come on," you know, everybody likes to rag on that game, but it's a lot of fun if you're the type of person that likes to evolve characters, if you like to optimize certain aspects. Now, in a lot of games, I can't stand that. I don't like to go into the minute details of things, but the combo in Fortnite Save the World, it's got me hooked. It's got me hooked. Leveling up the characters, leveling up the weapons, trying different combinations of things, and playing the missions. It's a lot of fun. I did have a kind of a downer moment, I guess, in one game, and there's jerks in every game. And what wound up happening is that I guess there's a culture of people that just like to ruin the games for people. And, I guess this exists everywhere. So there's a guy that was just running around. He was blocking people in. I mean, not contributing to the mission at all. Trying to block people in the end mission, which is deliver the bomb. He was like messing with our track. I wish there was a way to ban or kick people out of games if there's a consensus from everybody else. Who knows? Maybe there'll be something in the future. But that game really kind of sucked a lot, but the majority of the rest of them have all been a lot of fun. So Save the World's been awesome. And then Battle Royale, the Battle Pass is coming to the season end here soon. It's got about another week to go. So if any of y'all are playing it, you better get going before everything resets. And then we'll see what version 7, season 7 comes up with. Something about Christmas. No, not Christmas. Snow, icebergs. There's rumors of there being snow, and who knows. we shall see. Anyway, if y'all are tired of me talking about Fortnite, I'm done. So there's that, and that's pretty much about it, other than my usual Clash Royale and that other game that's coming to the United States here in a couple of days, actually about a week and a half. That's Brawl Stars from Supercell, the people that make the Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, and that game's a lot of fun. Can't wait for it to come stateside and be available to everybody. So there's going to be a clan for that. I'll post the information for that. If you play the game, join our clan, or actually not a clan, it's a band. They call them bands. But more on that later, whenever it comes out. Actually, it's coming out December 12th. That's the day. All right. Couple things. You can support the show on Patreon. Go to thesxboxlife.com/Patreon. And then also, if you'd like to leave a tip, go to thesxboxlife.com/donate. Anything that you'd like to contribute is greatly appreciated. Helps us defray some of the server costs and hosting and all that good stuff. And then also make sure to subscribe to us on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. All three of those. And YouTube seems problematic, apparently. I don't know why. And let's see, did it make it, this show? No, it didn't. But we're on Mixer and Twitch. We'll get the YouTube thing sorted out. The YouTube show shows up after the show airs, not during. But yeah, so just want to run through some of the topics here that we've got going on right now. So a lot of the news that I actually couldn't believe how much news there is lately. Here in the past, I don't know, 2-3 days at least. You know, it seemed so for the beginning of the week, and then wham, just like one thing after another. You know, I think we reported, or no, I posted in the group that, let's see here. I think I posted in the Facebook group that Microsoft became the #1 company in the world. They have superseded or surpassed Apple. So they are #1. Apple is #2. And they did that over like the Thanksgiving, Black Friday time. So that's quite a feat. And our beloved console, the Xbox, has surely played a part in that. You know, I think we went a couple years back where there were rumors of Xbox being kind of sold off, being split off into a separate company, or who knows, even shuttered. I bet there were discussions about that. But yeah, they are the big dogs right now. And it looks like Xbox gaming revenue alone has exceeded $10 billion in fiscal 2018. That is crazy. So there's an article in Variety, which I don't think they typically do much gaming news, although they do have a gaming topic on their website. They said that Microsoft's gaming revenue exceeded $10 billion in fiscal 2018, which ended on June 30th. So this is a couple months back. Xbox Live had more than 57 million users, which I think is on par with the number. It's been in the 50 millions regularly, I think, for some time now. And so this was all disclosed in a shareholders meeting at the end of November. And Microsoft said that they're pursuing an expansive opportunity from the way that games are created and distributed to how they're played and viewed. So you can see that Microsoft is, you know, I don't think that they're just going like drilling down into one area. They are hitting everything from multiple fronts. And you can see that by some of the stuff that they've done lately. They've come out with the most powerful console. They've, in the current generation, actually, no, it is the most powerful console right now. They're buying all these companies. They're expanding. I think they're trying new things with Game Pass. So, I mean, that is really, really cool. Huge change from, what was it, 5 years ago, where they just got slammed for the whole can't play an Xbox in a submarine, the whole TV thing and all. But they are really just making some insane progress, and the numbers show it. So these numbers that I'm talking about here, this was through the summer. What was it? Through June 30th. So we've had July, August, September, October, November, 5 months. So we're almost halfway into their next fiscal year. I'd be curious to see where it goes from there. So that is very, very cool. And and then lastly, in that thing, they announced that their revenue grew over 14% total to $110 billion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Alrighty. So another thing, speaking of money and the Xbox, is that it's holiday time and it's time for people to buy Xboxes, consoles, bundles. So Microsoft has slashed prices yet again. So you can get $50 off of I think it was specific consoles. So this is a post Black Friday sale, and they're cutting the price of any Xbox One bundle by $50. Doesn't matter whether it's an Xbox One S or X. They're $50 off. And then also as part of this sale, you get $10 off the price of a wireless controller as well. And if you buy as of December 9th, so this hasn't started yet, you can buy 3 months of gold and you get a $10 credit towards the Microsoft store. So they're really, messing with the prices to make it attractive for people to buy. And I also saw something Fortnite related as well. Looks like there's going to be some kind of promotion. I don't know if this is live yet, but it looks like that if you buy 3 months of gold, you can get 1,000 V-Bucks. It's got a $10 value. So I'm not sure if this is good for everybody or if it's only for people that don't have active Xbox Live. But either one's a pretty good deal. Either $10 at the Microsoft Store or 1,000 V-Bucks if you play Fortnite. And then Game Pass has really surpassed, I think, everybody's expectations. At least it has mine. It's just the titles that are going in and out of there are actually pretty darn good. I was a little uncertain as to what was going to happen in the beginning. Were they going to just do a bunch of, bargain bin, old games and stuff? But no, they're putting in some good stuff. They're putting in new titles. And we've got the list of games here for December. And looks like we have the big one here on December 6th, which is when? December 6th is on Thursday. So this coming Thursday, this week, The Strange Brigade. So I know a lot of people in the group have just been loving this game. Mark's been crazy about it. Talked about it a lot on the show previously. So you can get it. I was on the fence about getting this one, and I decided to hold off, and I'm glad I did now because it's going to be free 99 as it enters Game Pass. On December 4th, we have Mutant Year Zero. This game looks pretty interesting. It's compared to XCOM, Enemy Unknown, and it does look pretty cool. And then already in Game Pass is The Gardens Between. Don't know much about that one. A couple games went into back compat. Alien vs. Predator, Sonic Unleashed, and Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. And then that last one, that's the one that made the news, where it was the developer was started by a pitcher, Kurt Schilling, and there's a lot of controversy. Remember, something happened with the state, some funding or something like that. It just interesting stuff back then about that. But yeah, so it looks like we've got some cool games coming in. Definitely interested about the Strange Brigade. I'll have to give that a shot. Now, Xbox One X, Xbox S, One S, they're all great systems there. And, we know it, but the media typically has been poo-pooing Xbox, for the last couple of years. Well, the tide is shifting. There's an article the other day that I read that said that, Microsoft is doing things right. And, I think we can all agree to that. But, NPD, the NPD group, has, I can't say that they've really slammed the Xbox, but, the numbers that they've said in the past, they haven't been exactly kind all the time. And so Microsoft wants to kind of hide their numbers there for a while. And the NPD group is now saying the Xbox One X is performing phenomenally. So that was quite interesting. And Matt Piscatella, it's an analyst with NPD, said Xbox One sales show the highest growth of the three major hardware platforms in the US this year, and the Xbox One X in particular has been performing phenomenally. Year-over-year growth like this at this point in the cycle has never been seen before, driven by the launch of the Xbox One X and new content delivery efforts. It's a mid-generation turnaround the market's never seen before. This qualifies as phenomenal, even if not market leading. Wow, that says a lot. Not used to reading stuff like that. And he said on Twitter, Xbox One sales show the highest growth of the three. Actually, this is a rehash of what I just said. This is funny. And he goes, so here, I'll read the whole thing again. So Xbox One sales show the highest growth of the three major hardware platforms in the US this year, and the Xbox One X in particular has been performing phenomenally. Console warring on the internet is one of the dumbest things people do, unfortunately. I'd have to agree with that. But, it's great to see people recognizing the success of Xbox One X and, games like Red Dead and Forza Horizon. I'm sure they help show like what eye candy is possible on Xbox One X in 4K. And, it's just great news. And I'm happy to see that. Any success for Microsoft is a win for the community. And, hopefully we'll bring more people into the community. All right, Assassin's Creed. It's been around for a long time. There's been Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 25, whatever the list is. Across a whole ton of different platforms. They've had the Chronicles, which I really liked, and Ezio collections and so forth. Well, it looks like a German retailer, MediaMarkt, has gone live with a listing for an Assassin's Creed compilation. So it was that. It's called that in quotes. Quote, Assassin's Creed compilation, unquote. For Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So there's no disclosure yet as to what's in it, what's in this compilation. It's probably a lot of the older games going into the new ones. Regular Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, who knows? But I think a lot of these games here, if you've been a member of Games with Gold, you probably got a bunch of them already for free. So I don't know how much value this is, but some of these games are pretty decent, to some degree at least. So this might be coming pretty soon. More games. And then looks like Microsoft is also hiring for work on the next Xbox console. Interesting. There's several positions that Microsoft is hiring for the Xbox division. And some of the job postings include senior mechanical engineer, senior electrical engineer. Looks like those were spotted this past week. And senior engineering titles looks to be a broad hiring description. And it says in the job description, the successful candidate will be the primary technical focal point for existing and leading-edge storage technologies on currently shipping and future Xbox design projects. The Xbox accessories team is looking for a highly motivated and seasoned senior mechanical engineer to lead the mechanical systems development of our next generation accessories. So what does that say? Looks like possibly new controllers. They've already got the adaptive. We have the old Elite. So maybe next gen new controllers or a new Elite. Who knows? And leading edge storage technologies. That's an interesting one too. So how are they looking to spin this? We have hard drives right now. Maybe they're going to do the SSD or that, I forget what it's called, that little card that goes in like instead of an actual SSD 2.5 inch, it's that little card SSD memory thing. So, I guess if you're looking for a job, you want to live up in Seattle somewhere, I'm guessing that's where most of their development is, then you might want to apply for that. Very cool. So it's interesting to see that there's new stuff coming down the pipe. And this is a interesting story. We've talked about the Xbox onesie multiple times, couple times. It was originally like a publicity stunt from the Microsoft Xbox team down in Australia. And I think they gave them away. And then it recently hit the news, a couple months back. And it's back yet again for the third time. Third time's a charm, probably. But previously you couldn't get them. At least it wasn't very easy to get them. But now it is a lot easier because they're back in the Gear Store, Xbox Gear Store. So you can go to Microsoft.com, hit up the Gear Store. I think that was the link. I was at it a little bit earlier. And they've got a lot of pretty sweet gear over there. A lot of cool Xbox shirts. I mean, really nice. Not like cheesy stuff that you kind of expect in some situations, like where they do, I don't know, cafe press shirts or something, like terrible silk screening. I mean, you can see this stuff is designed by, people that, I don't say no fashion, but, they're very artsy. Got some cool Halo shirts up there, some Forza hats. Oh, I like that one. That's a really nice one. There's also Fallout 5, Fallout 76. Well, I don't know if anybody wants to be wearing one of those shirts. But Battlefield 5 hats and regular Microsoft Gears of War stuff, PUBG, Ori and the Blind Forest, Will of the Wisps, Sea of Thieves, a lot of cool stuff. But you can get a onesie over there. And I was kind of thinking about this. It didn't occur to me before, but it's a onesie. Get it? My Xbox One. It's a onesie. Yeah, there you go. But I'm not sure how much it costs, but if you want to be cool at your next sleepover, I guess you can grab that. So it's very cool. They have a sense of humor, at least with that, and I'm sure there's a big call to get those. So that's about it for the main topics to discuss today. Moving on to the community section. Real quick, if you want to send the show a voicemail, you can do it at thisxboxlife.com. Over on the right-hand side of the screen, click the send voicemail widget. You can leave a recording up to 90 seconds, or you can also send a recording to contact at this Xbox Life, and this contact at thisxboxlife.com, and send an MP3, small recording size if possible, and then we'll play that as well. And then speaking of voicemails, we got one this week from our good friend in the UK, Catflap 1970.
Evening, Rob. Good luck with the new show. Catflap 1970 here from the UK. Just going to share the love, guys. I've just ordered Red Dead Standard Edition. I'd like to point out that you guys recommended, so I've got that, and a lovely new 65-inch 4K TV. So I am going to be hunting many various forms of wildlife, which is one of the best bits of the game. Is you can actually take it as slow or as fast as you want, and I'm not that good online, and the games are rather, well, a bit too quick for me, to be honest. So I should be hunting lots and enjoying Red Dead. Looking forward to it becoming online. Do you think they're going to do a zombie version? I really, really hope so. Zombie version would be so
All
cool.
right, very cool with that new style in TV, and I don't know about zombies, possibly zombies, or how about pirates, or what else? What else have they been doing lately? No, I think just zombies and pirates. But I don't know. It it is possible, but I don't know if it goes into the vein of that game. But then again, with some of the war games doing zombies as well, I guess anything's possible. It just doesn't make sense to have zombies in it, but it's very possible. Very possible. So as usual, hey, thanks for sending us that message, Catflap. Alrighty. And then moving on, we have a Twitter account, thisxboxlife.com/Twitter is one way to get to it, or it's at thisxboxlife. Also, we have a Facebook group, thisxboxlife.com/Facebook is how you can get there. It's a closed group, which means that you have to ask for permission to be a member of the group. And it does involve answering 2 incredibly simple questions currently. And I think that you can definitely answer those if you listen to the show. But any messages that you post in there will only be seen by members of the group. And that way your boss won't know that you're talking on Facebook in the middle of the day when you should be working. But then again, that means that they're on Facebook too, if they can see that. So they're not working either. Go figure. Anyway, moving on to the retail releases.
Okay, Rob, what you got for us today? What you got for us to play? Give us a list of games that we can buy and play. Okay, Rob.
Okay, retail releases for the week of, was it December 4th, I think? Yeah, December 4th through the 7th. Got a couple of things. Gods Remastered. I was shocked to see this one. December 4th. So this is coming out on Tuesday. Gods was this amazing game at the time on the Amiga by the Bitmap brothers. I loved this game. It was just so cool. It's a platformer. This is an insta-buy for me, a nostalgic insta-buy. I don't know if it's going to hold up, but at this point, I don't care. They're saying the description for this is play the classic 2D action classic Gods from the acclaimed Bitmap brothers, full of exciting levels, full of monsters and puzzles that you can play either in the original pixel graphics or in a modern 3D mode with an extensive new soundtrack. So if you ever had an Amiga, then you probably remember this game. Apparently there's a big Amiga community nowadays too. I'm a member of, I think, one or two groups on Facebook, and I see a lot of people just doing lots of crazy stuff over there, even like writing new games and stuff. So, very interesting. I'm actually really excited about this thing. I'm curious to see how much it costs. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. But then we also have Subnautica 1.0 on December 4th. So this game is officially leaving Xbox Game Preview. It's been there for a while. So it's the 1.0 release. Then Monica EA Guarda dos Coelhos. I don't know if I said that right. Couch co-op game, up to 4 players. So 2 to 4 players. And I don't know about that one. On the 5th, we have Energy Cycle Edge. That one is Xbox One X Enhanced. Going back to the 4th, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. Gwent, the Witcher game, the Witcher card game 1.0. This is Xbox Play Anywhere. And this one, I guess, is, I don't know if this one was in early release, not early release, game preview. I don't know if that was in game preview, but this is the 1.0 release. This has been around for a while. And cool game. Originally, this was a mini game inside the Witcher video game. And people liked it, so they made a full-fledged game out of it. Very cool. And then on December 4th, in Game Pass, Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden. The big title this week, Just Cause 4 on December 4th. So December 4th is Just Cause 4th Day. Xbox One X Enhanced, don't need to say too much about that. Also on December 4th, Override Mech City Brawl. Those are like big robots, or Gundams or something like that. I forget what they're called. Also on the 4th, wow, the 4th is a big release day. Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. It's an RPG game. On the 6th, we have Battle Princess Madeline. It's like a side-scrolling platformer. On the 7th, we have Hello Neighbor, Hide and Seek. I don't know about that game. or not about this particular one, but Hello Neighbor period. Heard some not so good things by community folks. Didn't really like too much. And then Honor Roll 3D, also Xbox One X Enhanced. So that's quite a few titles. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 titles coming out this week. And then, Just Cause 4 and Gods Remastered. I think they're the big ones for me this week. Definitely. Looking forward to that, Gods Remastered, if I haven't said that enough times already. And then Games with Gold did a little switcheroo the other day. For Xbox One, we have... I think I messed this up. Where are you? We have Cube 2. This is available for December 1st through the 30th. Race the Sun is the game that's going from November through December 15th. And on Xbox 360 and back compat, we have Dragon Age 2. So that one is there. Then, as usual, if you make any purchases on Amazon, please make sure to use our affiliate link. You can find that on our Facebook group up at the top under the little attention post that they have up there, the announcement post. You can use that each and every time you make your purchases on Amazon. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but every time that somebody uses our affiliate link, they give us a little like finder's fee for sending people to their website. So definitely do that. Helps us defray some of the costs of hosting and all that good stuff. And if you're an iTunes user, find the show on there, give us a 5-star rating. That helps us get bumped in the rankings over at Apple. They're now the number 2 company in the world. And then follow the show on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube. And thanks to Learned Your Lesson for the music. Alrighty, so that's about it for episode 507. So again, this particular show was a solo show. And I don't know if it's going to be starting next week, but slowly be making some changes over the next couple of weeks to the format just a little bit. Nothing super drastic, but hopefully it's all for the better. You know, we've been doing this format here now for over 10 years, and time to change with the times a little bit. So I think that's about it here. So I'm Rob, also known as Presar, on Xbox Live and Fortnite and Clash Royale, and also known as Rob. So thanks for listening, everybody. Catch you all next week.